guys, Joe, Colab Garage. We're here at round 4 for New Jersey. We did some testing beforehand at the local drift track Litteral in Atlanta. We were able to sort out the things that were happening to us with the electronics package in Orlando with things shutting off, and we're also able to do some additional testing on the throttle stuff that we've been battling off and on all week. So we've got the car all set up and ready to go for first round of testing. We'll see you out there. All right, so we just did our first round of practice. We put in quite a few laps. We've had to make a couple changes, air pressure adjustments, and a few other things. Ryan's been real comfortable in the car, so the next time you'll see us out there is for qualifying.
Ryan Litteral's got GT radials. A lot of handbrake pull there as he enters into that first outside zone. We'll talk about the lights on the windscreen when the time is right. Basically, it's an accel, decel, moot point. And now going past that inside clip, rounding it out. Looks like Ryan Litteral is going to get a full pull on the board. Very smooth, very fluid. Had some, again, a lot of handbrake. You saw a little correction there on that first inside or outside zone. But outside of that, pretty textbook. Nothing crazy, nothing X Factor-ish, and nothing kind of large mistake.
It looked silky. He had that long handbrake pull, like you said, on initiation, and there was a long one right there as well. The judges are going to catch that. Looking for more momentum, more throttle usage throughout the course. So those little handbrake uses there were typically, it's not a problem if you got the handbrake a little bit here and there, but they just looked a little bit longer. I will say though, outside zone 3 was really nicely done. He was on throttle, big angle, online. So zone 3 is going to, I think, give him a couple of extra points, you know, from compared to the zone 1 and zone 2 areas. Line-wise though, pretty solid through zone 2 here. It was just the approach to 2 that wasn't ideal. And then big, like kind of a change in angle there from zone 2 to inside clip. But again, zone 3, beautifully done, nice and smooth. Looked really confident through that zone 3 area.
And this is great, you know, Colab Garage out of Georgia. They've been working on his engine, and Ryan Litteral just getting out there. It's good to see him put everything together. You know, I know he's had some gremlins here and there, and looks like he's got it all dialed. There, well, that's cool.
Deep thinker.
Deep thinker agger. Ryan Lontaine with an 81 for Lontaine.
What?
Why did you say that name?
What's that? Ryan Litteral. Well, your name's Ryan, and it's an L. Ryan, you qualified. Ryan Lontaine.
Guys, it's the next day after our qualifying round. We qualified well, and we know the mistakes that we made that we could have done better, so we're going to take that into practice tomorrow. So today is all pro spec running, so what we're doing right now, if you can pan the camera over, these guys are setting up the car. We do this every single time before we send the car out for the day. We set up the alignment, the corner balance, everything to make sure the car stays the same. And you'd be surprised how much the car changes as we do laps. So that's what we're doing right now, and getting ready for tomorrow. we just came in from practice from battle day, or last day of the event. We had a little contact out on the track on our third practice lap, so we're just doing a real quick setup, making sure everything's good, and we'll be ready for battles here coming up.
Commander BMW, looks like Ryan Litteral hits the cone, but he's going on the lead car.
Ryan Litteral hits the cone, but again, it's all about the lead car. And here comes Ryan Litteral, that power stop, brakes. Brandon Sorensen airing it out. That was a long hang into that first outside zone, but look at Ryan Litteral. He looks like he tempers it back, that Colab vehicle. Look at Litteral. This is the best I've seen the RB flag being flown. This is great for Ryan Litteral. Again, his composure there. He really could have gotten the side of Brandon Sorensen. Let's run it back.
Run the power stop brake.
Ryan Litteral now out front, that power stop brakes, GT radial S15, getting running that RB chassis, or RB engine. Whoa! And it looks like Litteral shut it down. So similar, oh no.
Now we do have to discuss and look at the replays right here. Ryan Litteral, car shuts off, stops drifting, so something must have happened to his vehicle, and Sorensen almost, I think, got into the back of Ryan Litteral's car.
All right, guys, this is a couple days after the event. We were, needless to say, a little bit disappointed that we had to forfeit in our round of 32 battle with Sorensen. We had an alternator failure happen. So as you can see in the background there, Jacob has got the front of the car off, and we're sorting that out. I think we've also discovered that was been the source of all of our problems with throttles and fuel pumps and all the electronic stuff shutting off. Kind of one of those things, like hindsight is so 2020 when you don't correlate the data to what's happening. We were chasing other problems, but it just wasn't adding up. And then once the alternator failed in our battle round, and we went back and looked at all the historical data of what the voltages and amperage draws were on the system, we were able to piece it all together. So with that, we're gonna finish up this video. We've got a lot of work to do to get ready for St. Louis, but now we're finally on the home stretch of making this car be able to, we're practice round champions right now, and then we're gonna now finally get out there and be competitive in the battle rounds. So with that, we'll see you guys on the next video.